Okay, for this lab, you're going to either be given a type of candy or a type of cereal. You're going to go ahead and you're going to write whatever type of item you have. So I'm going to turn on my pen. We had Skittles. You might have Fruit Loops. You might have Sour Patch Kids. I have Skittles. And you're writing on pencil and paper for this activity. And then once you've identified what kind of candy you have, you're going to go ahead and identify what colors are in your bag. So red and yellow, orange, purple, and green. Okay? And I'm going to count how many of each of those I have in my bag, not looking at my partners this time. Okay, I have 3 red, 7 yellow, 15 orange, 5 2 purples, and 12 green. Okay? And then once I finished counting all of my data, I'm going to collect my friends in my group's data. So maybe this person over here's name is Kim. I'm going to identify her with her name out to the side. Same thing. I'm going to go through yellow, orange, purple, green, and the numbers that she has. So she has 12 red, 11 yellow, 1 orange, 2 purple, 11 green. And then I'm going to do my next friend. This one is Ava. Okay. And same thing, red, yellow, orange. Your handwriting will look much nicer. Purple, green. And 12, 1, 7, 8, 5. Okay. And you'll finish, if you have a third friend or a fourth friend in your group, you will continue to do theirs. So that's the data collection. We're now going to turn this material into a graph. And the first type of graph we're going to do is a bar graph. So the first step is to label the X and Y axis. In this case, our X axis, I'll look at my other page. Ms. Watts is going to, I don't know if I can open 2 documents at the same time. So I'm going to open, Ms. Watts is going to take a picture of her data so that she has it when she's graphing, because that'll make it hard if I don't have my numbers. I'm going to open up my graph paper. My graphing. Okay. So here's my graphing. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to plot this data. So across the bottom, I'm going to open up text box so that my handwriting's neater. I'm going to have the colors on the x-axis. My y-axis is going to be number of pieces. And then my title is going to be a number of different colors in my bag. So this is just your data, okay? And now I'm going to go ahead and graph my data. So when it came to how many red, well, I have to label these. So I'm going to label, and I'm going to label this first bar red. It's going to start right here at the corner. Okay. I'm going to skip a space between bars, okay? I'm going to make another text box right here. This one, and if I have to abbreviate, I can to make it fit. I think I can fit mine. And then I'm going to make another text box. Okay, and so on and so forth. Skip a space. This one is going to be orange. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Orange. And then you're going to have purple. And the last one is going to be green right out here. Green. Okay. And I need to determine my y-axis, which is my scale. Okay. Depending on how high your numbers go, depends on what you count by. So if you have, less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If you have less than all 14 candies, then you can count by ones. If you have higher numbers, you might have to count by twos. My highest number is 15, so I'm going to have to count by twos. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to use my marker for this so that it goes quicker. I'm going to put 2, and then this one would be 4. This one would be 6. This one would be 8, 10. This one would be 12, 14. I'm only labeling every other one so that my marker doesn't run all together. And then this one would be 16, and this one would be 18, and that gets me high enough. Okay? So then I'm going to start graphing. I'm going to do my bag. So my bag had 3 red Skittles in it. So I'm going to come, and yours will be nice and neat. I'm going to use the rectangle tool so that mine is nice and neat. You're going to use the ruler. I had 3 red, which would come right after 2. And I'm going to make a red rectangle right here. Okay, and I'm going to fill it in with red. And you're going to do that with your colored pencils and your ruler. Then I'm going to come to yellow. I had 7 yellow. Again, I'm going to draw a rectangle where my yellow is. Should be right above the 6. You're going to fill in those squares, nice and neat. Yellow, and I'm going to make it yellow. Okay, just trying to make it bigger, but I guess I can't make it bigger right now. But it would fill up the whole space. And then the next one I had was orange, and you understand we're going to do 15 then. You make your bar, and again, the same process for each and every one. Okay? So then we're going to talk about your line graph. I'm going to go through and delete all this, and I'll come back to you in a second video for the line graph.